Hieroglyphics, God's own writing. Egyptians wanted to live forever and they have mysteriously through their writings. Hieroglyphics are the confusing writings of ancient Egyptians. They are the weirdest but also coolest literature that ever has existed. Archaeologists say that hieroglyphics are mysterious and beautiful writings. Archaeologists are trying to unscramble the mystery of translation with Rosetta Stone. It is written in both hieroglyphics, Latin, and Greek. Deciphering the mystery. Let's talk about how it all began. In the beginning, hieroglyphics were numbers to keep track of Pharaoh's assets, like how much land he owns or how much food and money he has in his storage. Scribes could easily do that by drawing vertical stroke for number 1, heel-bone arch for number 10, coil of rope for number 100, lotus flower for number 1000, pointing finger for number 10,000, tadpole for number 100,000, as native man for number 1,000,000, and finally ringstone for 10,000,000. They drew this sign to represent amount of things. Later on, they needed more signs to represent more things, so they got to 6,000 characters. Scribes. Hieroglyphics are confusing script mostly used by scribes, and they were mostly men. People who were not scribes back then, with their basic knowledge, they would know about 750 signs. Needed specialized training to read and understand hieroglyphics. Only elite Egyptians, like royals, nobles, priests, and scribes, could read. That is only 3% of the population. Scribes went to special schools, and some began training at age 12. Imagine at a young age going to learn such a hard time at school. I'm having a hard time in school writing a page of a story. Scribes had to write all day long. Unbelievable. Students had to begin by learning 200 different signs, and eventually they'll have to memorize over 3,000 signs. But they still have much to learn. Imagine if you had to memorize over 3,000 signs. I am still mastering 26 English alphabets in the language. I would go crazy just learning 200 different signs. Learning to read and write hieroglyphics takes lots of effort and time. Hieroglyphics write in temple walls, tablets, and papyrus weeds. Papyrus weeds are plants stuck together to make pages to write. There's carded text. Every Egyptian respected the great writing, hieroglyphics. Egyptians don't really know where exactly hieroglyphics came from. Egyptians believed the writing came down from gods up in the sky, so with that, they wanted to have their name written in hieroglyphics. They literally thought that they'll be invincible when they have their name written in hieroglyphics. Egyptians will carry their name as a lucky charm and be proud. I think it actually will be cool when your name is written in birds and hens and all those stuff. In hieroglyphics, there is no punctuation used. Hieroglyphics can be written vertically, horizontally, from left to right, right to left, and I have no idea how scribes or other people would read hieroglyphics. In hieroglyphics, vowels are hardly ever used. I think vowels came way after hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics are pictograms like emojis. You know how you use happy faces on your keyboard, and there's lots of things you can use to show what you're talking about, like angry face for I'm angry, and face that's crying for I'm sad. Hieroglyphics, a gift or a curse. Emojis can be used to have fun while texting. I'm pretty sure that people got an idea of emojis in hieroglyphics because, first of all, hieroglyphics came way earlier than any other languages, and second of all, they're both pictograms. But it is a good thing that people made emojis. It is easy to use and you don't have to type everything that you're feeling or thinking right now. People nowadays earn money because of hieroglyphics. There are tourists all over Egypt to see those beautiful writings. Hieroglyphics are so neat and they are perfectly lined up with each characters. And also, now can learn about the past of how Egyptians were allies with lots of other countries and how rich they were.